Hey, what's going on, fam? It's your boy, Coach D, or Dominic. As you know, I help individuals and build businesses build credit, repair credit. And so I have to first apologize. I know it's been a while since I've been on with you guys. I came down sick a couple different times and actually caught COVID. And so that kind of put me out for quite some time. But hey, I couldn't be more excited than to be back, especially to be back with such a friend and such a gem. I have to be honest, I haven't known Jen that long, but I feel like I've known her forever. Actually got to meet her in person, and I didn't even introduce myself because I had already felt like I knew her forever. And then after our meeting, I was like, man, I realized I had never met her in person, and I had to send her a message and apologize because I didn't even, say anything. And so that was kind of weird, but I'm just excited to be here today, guys. Excited to share some gems with you guys, and excited, most importantly, to, like I said, to have Jen with us. Like I said, she is a rare gem. I consider her a mortgage extraordinaire, and so I'm just going to kind of dive in, and I'm going to have Jen introduce herself to you guys, and then we'll open it up to some questions as well. But I'm just going to kind of pick her brain as much as I can and as much as she can share with us in the time that we have today. So Jen, I'm going to kind of give you the floor and just kind of let you introduce yourselves, tell our listeners a little bit about you and kind of what you do, and yeah, go from there.
All right. Thanks, Dominic. And I love it. It's Coach D. That's what I love about Dominic is he's there. He's got your back when it comes to credit solutions. That's how we met originally. But I would agree, Dominic, we feel like we've known each other for years. I think we share the same mindset and the same heart on how to help people get to where they need to be to achieve home ownership.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm Jen Aalderink. I'm a mortgage banker, mother of 5. I've been in mortgages for over 15 years in various capacities. But right now I'm spending time on the front lines as a loan officer, which means when you go to apply for a mortgage, you're going to speak to somebody like myself first. We're going to help you get pre-qualified or quote you certain interest rates if you're looking to refinance. So, and then we carry you through the whole process.
Nice. And so I know I personally went through Jen in Stockton, and it was just such a phenomenal experience. And one of the things that I actually was shocked with was that you hold your own mortgages, which was kind of, like I said, I was just kind of shocked because I was expecting it to go a different way, but that's kind of unique, especially having bought homes and refinanced and done different things that always seem to go somewhere else afterwards. It's like I make one payment to a company and then next thing you know, I'm with someone else. So I felt that was kind of unique to something you guys did different, which I appreciated as a purchaser and as a consumer. Is that something that you guys typically always do?
Not always. It's never 100% guarantee. Right now, we are servicing about 90% of our loans. And I would say a lot of people would echo that, Dominic. A lot of people just appreciate that feeling of making their payment to the person that they closed their loan with. I will say loans get bought and sold all the time. And most mortgage services have excellent customer service. So it's more of just a mental thing, I think. But yeah, we do. We service most of them.
Sure. Okay. Awesome. So kind of how did you find yourself in entering into the mortgage industry? Like, what was that like for you? What made you do more? I did mortgages actually for a couple of years. And like I said, it was only a couple of years. I got out pretty quick. So
I'll be honest. Yeah. I honestly think I got my first mortgage job back when I was like 22 because they thought I was cute. And it just grew from there. So I got my first mortgage job because they thought I was cute. I was back then. And I started out as a loan officer assistant. So I learned the front of the house, and then I moved on to processing, closing. I've done pretty much all of it. And what I found was over the years, I gained the most satisfaction from walking alongside the client through the process, which would put me back on the sales end. So that's where I'm at, and that's where I plan to stay.
Awesome.
Really,
Awesome.
we're an advocate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, that's very true. That's very true. Now, I know I did a segment with one of the local realtors, and I know kind of in this kind of market, that we have right now with interest rates being low. Even when I actually entered the mortgage industry, it was kind of what we call a refinance boom, right? And at the time, back that was, geez, I'm dating myself, but that was back in the late 90s. But is that kind of what you're seeing right now? Especially I just met with a realtor today. I mean, he said there's a 1 month supply of inventory out there with houses, but are you still seeing a lot of refinances or both, even still people trying to buy homes?
we're seeing both. So this is
Yeah.
the busiest December I've ever experienced. Rates
Oh,
are
wow.
incredibly low. So people are still able to benefit from a refinance. We are gearing up for a stronger purchase market next year. We don't know exactly where rates are going to go. We all must understand they're not going to stay this low forever. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where our mind is geared. But your realtor
Yeah.
friend is right. There's just such little inventory. However, I do have buyers and they are finding homes. It just takes a little extra grit right now,
Yeah.
some extra education from professionals such as
Yeah.
myself, a realtor,
Yeah.
and you'll get it done. So don't give
Yeah.
up. Don't get discouraged by the stats. So
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of where, like I said, where our relationship comes in, is because that's our goal, is to help people into home ownership and different things. And, obviously mortgages and credit, they go hand in hand. It's tough to really get a mortgage without good credit, or decent
very,
credit, would you say?
very tough.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
possible. If you have absolutely no score, there's some things we can talk about, but
Yeah.
you don't want to stay there forever. I mean, credit, you would probably have more comments on this than myself, Dom, but like having a good credit score opens the doors for many opportunities in life, not just a mortgage.
Right.
So
No
knowing
doubt
how to
about it.
properly utilize it and just getting that education.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because
Mhm.
that's majority of our clientele, right? It's like they come to us, they're looking to make a major purchase, most of the time being the largest purchase they'll ever make in their life with their home. Sometimes it's an automobile, which could be typically the second largest, sometimes. So, credit definitely directly affects those things, for sure. Do you guys kind of specialize in any particular, like with maybe first time home buyer or, someone refinancing? I mean, I know you kind of do everything, but do you have any type specialty that you focus on?
Personally, a lot of my production is focused on first time home buyers. We basically have every product under the sun. So we can help somebody who's just starting out. We can help somebody who's leveling up. We can help
Nice.
somebody who's downsizing, going into their condo. But personally, I absolutely love working with first time home buyers.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
And the first time home buyer programs, we've got the conventional 3% downs, FHA, rural development. We work with MISTA, so we are qualified to work with the Michigan State Housing Development Authority, and they have the extra down payment assistance.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's awesome, because not everybody, I mean, that's a good point. Not every mortgage lender can do that, right?
correct. Yeah,
Right.
there's a good amount of mortgage lenders in our area that do participate, but you'd want to double check. You'd want
Right.
to ask your mortgage banker if they participate with that, and make sure they give a very thorough review of your situation, because that MISTA program has these boxes to check, and we need to make sure we check all those boxes up front for you.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. I know with our clients, like one of the things that, we do focus obviously on the credit side, but one of the things I like to talk to them about and make sure they're educated about is the fundability side. Sometimes we can qualify for a something credit score wise, but then there are a lot of other factors that go into qualifying from an underwriting standpoint, right? It's like you have your debt to income and other things like that. with giving is what you can, like what is a typical percentage like you should have for debt to income as far as qualifying for a home and things like that?
Yes, the 3 C's: the credit, the capacity, and the collateral. So your credit, we talked about. The capacity is your debt to income ratio. Student loans can be tough sometimes. There are certain programs that are a little more lenient or allow for some reduction in how much we can use to calculate your debt ratio. And then capacity or collateral, the home. And we need to make sure the home appraises for market value, especially in this environment. There's some fun stuff going on that I think I watched your interview with Andy Straub. And he had a lot of good things to say about offer strategies, buying strategies, and things like that. But from a lending standpoint, it can be kind of a sticker shock, because it's not simply the percentage down that you're putting on the home. You also have to cover closing costs, and in most cases, your escrow account for your taxes and insurance. So if you're putting less than 20% down, we have to collect, or what I would call a piggy bank. We have to piggy bank your own money for your taxes and insurance. And that's, on average, that can be like an extra $5,000 for your average buyer.
Right.
And we can't use mattress money. So I have to
have to be
I have to
documented,
prove where that money came from. I'm sorry, we can't use it.
Money? Oh, man, that takes me out of it. Yeah, that's a good point you bring up, because I mean, in my culture, that's a normal thing, so you can find that a lot of people just don't trust banks, so they put their money in under the mattress kind of a thing. So, but that's obviously when you go to qualify for mortgages or cars or anything else, we have to kind of know where that money came from. So that's a good point. Like, how you probably deal with this a lot, like first time home buyers, like you said, you kind of love that side of things. I know when I bought my first home, like we're gifted money from a parent. Like, is that something that can still happen? Is that still feasible for clients today?
It is. It happens all the time, and it's a wonderful way to come up with that down payment. Yep. Nice. Family members, close relatives, employers are allowed, believe it or not.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm. I don't see those, but it's usually a direct family member.
Okay. But it is possible for an employer to do that if they wanted to, as an incentive or, a benefit, huh?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's good information. I'll have to put that one in my toolkit to know. So.
Yeah, we'll blast it out to all the employers out there.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. So, no, that's really cool information. I know, like I said, in this market, it's been pretty crazy. And like I said, I have so many clients that, that contact us about mortgages. And so I wanted to be able to just bring someone on and, give them information and tips and kind of share with them, just what's going on in the industry right now as well. And, but anything that you feel like, somebody should know, kind of going through that process, coming from the credit repair side of things. They're trying to repair their credit because they really desire to be in a home. A lot of times never been in a home, really don't know the process. They just know they don't want to rent anymore, Is there anything like you could share with them as far as things they should focus on other than just the credit side of things?
Yes. So I'm going to use a quote, and it's kind of cheesy, and I don't remember from what show, but it's never give up, never surrender.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because so many people can be disheartened if everything's not perfect today. And what I want them to know is when they work with somebody like me and you together as a team, every step we take is one step closer to that key to your front door, and it can happen, like no matter where you're at. So never give up, never surrender, and we got your back.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I know one of the things that I'll kind of share with you guys here that, Jen and I and the team over at Stockton and some of the local realtors that I'm working with here, like we're putting together a program, actually already put together a program called the Guaranteed Home Buyers Program. And so if you guys find yourselves out there in a situation where you're wanting to get in the home, but you don't have the credit, maybe you don't have any credit, you don't know how to build, what's proper, or life has happened and you just need to reestablish, you need to get some things taken care of. We can help you through that program. And best of all, that program, we have some things set up to where we may be able to help you for free. And so feel free to reach out to us so that we can tell you about that and get you into the program and then potentially get you into a home within the next year or so. And I know there are a lot of consumers and a lot of my friends and family out there that could really utilize a program like that. And so we're excited to kind of put that out there. And like Jen said from the beginning, it's our goal to help people. And the more that we can get back to people, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. And so that's kind of what we're, really excited about and looking forward to just building this together to help more and more families and individuals, because home ownership is just a huge, massive thing, especially when it comes to building families and such. So yeah, that's awesome. Well, that's awesome, Jen. I don't know if you have any questions for me or you have anything else you want to share with us today. And
I did want to quickly add, if you think you're about 6 months away from buying a house, start now with the lower inventory. It takes a little longer to get your offer accepted. So I'm saying about 6 months, give somebody a call.
Yeah, that is a very good point. Yeah, my son and fiance been looking at houses. They're getting married soon. And so, yeah, they put in a few offers, so it's what you have to do in today's market for sure. So yeah, get started right away.
Just get started a little earlier.
That's right.
That'd be my number one tip.
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Jen, I don't know if you have anything else but I just, so excited. Why don't we tell people how they can get in touch with you? So if they have any questions for you directly considering mortgages or concerning mortgages, how they can touch base with you.
I think the easiest way is to text me. So I'm at 616-218-7510. My name is Jen. The older I get, the shorter the name. I think I started out with Jennifer way back in the day. Maybe I'll move on to Jay.
Yeah, maybe Jay.
Maybe I'll just be Jay.
I have to say, when I met you in person, and we left, I was like, she's a lot shorter than what I thought.
Oh yeah, I'm short.
You look so tall on film. It's like I was like, wow, she's kind of short.
Kind of like when my dad ran into Arnold Schwarzenegger at the airport once.
Oh, really? Is your dad really short?
He's pretty short, and let's just say he was taller.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh man, such a great time. I love it. Hey, as always, guys, if you want to get in touch with me, you know how to find me. You can reach us at the website there, or go ahead, feel free to email us if you have any questions concerning credit repair, restoration, credit building, be it an individual or business. We do both. So, and of course, you can find me on Instagram at the Credit Coach 01, or follow me on YouTube at the Credit Coach. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you spending time with us today. And again, I just want to give it up for Jen for just taking a few moments of her time to just spend with us today and just kind of share some quick gems and information with us. We'll put something together again and bring you guys some more in-depth stuff later on. But we just wanted to hop on here and just give back. So appreciate you guys sticking with us through it. We love you and have an awesome day. See ya.